Hi, this is Saskia from Paper and Journaling, and today we're gonna create a junk journal for beginners. Well, I don't know if you are a beginner, but to make your own junk journal, it's not difficult, and I will make an easy version. Use some nice papers you have, different sizes, different colors. It doesn't matter. You can use paper from magazines. I use them from an old atlas, a map, and music book. As you see, I created my own coffee paper ones, and you can use whatever you want. And I'm going to use some paper from 8 by 8 inches. That's 20.4 centimeters by 20.4, and that will be that's a nice paper. That will be a nice small junk journal. If you make it bigger, it works the same, of course. And now you make a folding in the middle of your paper. And always be careful to use the folding line and not the cutting line, which I used very often, and then I had two things. And now I make a smaller folding line as well. I do that at 2.5 inch. That's around 6.5 centimeters. And then you immediately have pockets in your journal. Like this. These are the folding lines. And now we're going to cut a piece out so that we can put something in it. And it's always nice to have a junk journal for some writings as a present, for your own things you create. And it always looks lovely. And in this case, you can, if you make it yourself more difficult, you can use, of course, different colors for the pockets. But what I said, it will be the easy one. So I need to cut this one. I want round corners. And if you want, you can ink all the edges. And just glue this together, and then you have two pockets. And now all the folding parts, put them in the places you want them. Not that you all have the music or the blank notes all together. That's, mix them a bit. And the folding line, of course, good in the other folding line. And it's always best to have the papers a little bit shorter. Well, if you have this kind of equipment, you can use this. But if you want to make it, if you don't have it, or if you make a larger one, then I will show you what you can do. You can use this kind of pin. It's to hang papers on the wall and then give a big bang on it, and that works as well. I have a bigger junk journal, and that works as well to get a hole at the place you want it. And especially if you create a junk journal with a larger one, it's better to have 3 holes in it for the rope. And then it's this is easy to keep it on place, but then it's better to have 3 holes in it, because then it won't your rope won't go to all places. And think about it where you want the end of the rope. I want it at the outside, simply because otherwise there is a rope and more inside of your booklet, and I use it for my lace afterwards. And I know you're thinking, oh my goodness, I see a lot of papers coming out over there, but that I will work on later. As you know, if you I always do 2 knots. As you fold paper together, it's always thicker in the middle. It's you know, so then I cut it off again with a machine, just layer by layer. That's better than if you immediately cut it off, because if you do that as well, you will find out that the middle will be stuck out again because it's too thick. And just layer by layer, like this. And then it's almost ready. Different colors. It's inside. Now the size is good. And what we need is some kind of nice lace around it. You can always do a knot form or something like that, or a button. But I use this red color. Oh, the yellow is beautiful as well. No, I stick to the red. One check if it's long enough, because if it's too short, then it doesn't work, of course. Oh yes, that will manage perfectly. And what I'm going to do now is these ropes are going through the little holes of the lace. Well, it's not real lace, it's fake lace, but I think it's just cotton or something like that. But it looks beautiful, so that's okay. So I put it through, and now the other one as well. And it's just some kitchen kind of rope I use for the knotting. You can use that kind of fish rope as well. That's of course very thin. That makes this beautiful as well, but it's totally different kind of look. And now I'm doing this over here, and it can't fall off. The lace can't fall off. What you also can do is just glue a little bit of the lace on the back. Then it won't fall off as well, and you don't see it. You don't see that very well either. Well, and now it's the base is finished. You have a simple junk journal, and you can create it within with stamps, with colors, with stickers. You can do whatever you want. Put something in the pockets. If you give it as a present. But what I said, this is just a journal of a video for to create a simple one, and you can make it your own. I hope you like this video. If you do, please give a like. Oh, I shall give you a little demonstration how I use a scissor and make it simple, but it will be immediately a bit different. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And I hope to see you next time. Oh, I like it. I'm now already thinking about what I'm going to do in it. Bye bye!